Stormy weather in the Midwest has finally quieted down this morning after another round of deadly tornadoes. A twister touched down in Louisville, Kentucky last night, causing significant damage and possibly one death. This follows a massive tornado that's blamed for at least 5 deaths in southeastern Missouri early yesterday.
Adriana Diaz is on the scene for us about 100 miles south of St. Louis. Thanks so much for being with us once again this morning, Adriana. Let's start with the damage that we're seeing behind you. Explain the scene.
Good morning, Chanel and Vlad. I mean, this is what an EF2 tornado can do to a town. This is the biggest church in this area, and parts of it are just flattened, but there's another part you can't see right now that's still standing, and that's really what this town looks like. So much of it has just been obliterated, but there are still parts of structures or entire structures that are standing. And just to give you a sense of the scope, this is a small town of anywhere from 50 to 100 people. We've heard numbers in between there. And for the county, 87 structures have been damaged. So for a not so populated rural area, that is a lot. 12 structures have been completely destroyed. But, there are a lot of harrowing stories of survival. We spoke to a couple that rode the storm out in their bathroom, and I saw them earlier today. They're already back here cleaning up, trying to figure out where you even begin to clean up when this is the scene around you. But the governor says that cleanup effort is going to take months.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. I'm sure it might actually take a bit longer. Can you talk a bit more, Adriana, with us about that recovery process? What will that look like?
Well, it's already started. So, there were insurance assessors out here yesterday. The couple I just mentioned, they spent the night at a motel because they got their insurance assessment, they got their paperwork going, and they got put up at a hotel last night. Thankfully, the governor says they are committed to this area and they're going to take care of people, even whose homes weren't completely destroyed or who don't meet that threshold of damage to get public support. The governor said those people will be taken care of. The president also called the governor yesterday, offering his support and further aid. But, in these parts of the country, like in a lot of the country, it's really your neighbors who are going to come in to help take care of you. This is a small town, like I mentioned, but yesterday there were people from the surrounding areas coming in here to do their part. People who are volunteers from counties nearby who just came without anyone asking them to, just trying to see where they could help, where they could start. But the effort has been ongoing. We drove into the town this morning at 4 or 5 in the morning Central Time, and there were already people out trying to get this work started.
And I wonder how people in the community are coping with all of this. The images are just so dramatic.
Chanel, I was really struck by how together everyone appears here. I spoke to some residents yesterday and I said, are you guys okay? Everyone just seems very normal, and very friendly and speaking with us. And, and this has happened to their community. I said, if this was my house, I would be in shock. I'd be, really upset. But they said to me, in this part of the country, you have to be prepared for weather. This type of thing happens. We get tornado warnings regularly. We're used to it, but this town is usually spared. But there is kind of this sense of that Midwest grit, that you have in this part of the country. People are just kind of like, seemingly just seeing this is the reality. Let's do something about it. And as we're speaking, if you can hear some trucks, there's crews already moving in with heavy equipment vehicles and probably looks like equipment to fix some power some power cables. But that's the mentality here. It's like we just have to get going with it. But on the other side, of course, there's the shock. I think a lot of people, like they told us, are still in shock. How could you not be? And these are the stories and the scenes that we're seeing throughout the region over the past few weeks. And it's just, tornado season has come in fast and furious, a lot earlier than it normally does. And hopefully things will start to quiet down.
A really tough situation for so many folks out there, but nice to hear that the community is coming together. Adriana, thanks so much. And the storm system is now moving east. Here's a check on our weather radar. While the storms will weaken, they are expected to bring downpours from the East Coast, from New York all the way to South Carolina. A flood watch is now in place for some parts of Texas and Louisiana, and the Dakotas are being hit with blizzard conditions. We'll continue to track its path.